So for Gabe's sake, I'm going to try to do a mission and talk a little bit. I don't know if I'll have any particularly great insights, but I will talk. Actually, you know what? One thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn off the music because there's no way to... One of the frustrations about this game is that there's no way to lower the music volume. All of the volume, the voices, the in-game sound effects, the weapon sounds, the music are all on one unified volume control. The only thing I can do is turn the music off, which I'm going to do. Let's see, sound. There we go. Oh, okay, so you can adjust at least the chat volume, but all of the in-game sounds are all on one thing, which is a real bummer. Anyway, so let's start a mission.
I've planned a novel experiment, assistant, and you shall be my guinea pig. I need you to gather radiation. Move. Go. Shoot.
We're happy to help, but why? What's the experiment?
I am trying to create synthetic light. If this experiment succeeds, then perhaps we can make new guardians here.
It won't work, Asher. The energy here is not light, and science cannot manufacture blessings.
So you say, but you have not stopped me, have you? You want this to work, and it will. My theory is sound.
So, this scientist guy, Asher, is one of the few NPCs in this game that has, like, any kind of engaging personality. Sorry, this is a new gun that I'm getting used to. I don't normally use pulse rifles, but I just got this one and it's nice, so I'm experimenting with it. But fighting with pulse rifles have a kind of rhythm to them that take me a little while to get used to. So I'm just sort of sucking at the moment. Just take cover a little bit here. Recover. Yeah, pulse rifles fire in these bursts, and they're perfectly fine, but I don't normally use them, so sort of have to get into a groove here. That guy's hopped away, and I don't feel any super need to fight him. Yeah, I don't know where these guys are going. Anyway. Whatevs. Yeah, these plumes here are, I guess, radiation points I'm trying to sample or collect or something. Hello. Oh, God. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, I just don't like this gun very much. I mean, stats-wise, it's a good gun. I just don't like pulse rifles very much. I've switched to an auto rifle, which is just a full auto continuous thing. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. Shitballs. Oh, God, whatever. Yes, I would love to show you scintillating gameplay, but you're going to be forced to watch me just dork around.
Field team to home team. We are 100% irradiated.
Excellent. Now we'll need calibrations. Act naturally, assistant. Go punch something.
Oh, God, really? God. Hey, guess what kind of combat I literally never engage in? I mean, literally never. Not to mention, for whatever reason, the game is not spawning in. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to follow the queue like an idiot. Trying to lure them over towards me, away from that big boss lieutenant thing. Come on. There we go. So, let's see. I'm shooting the black shadowy guys because they're not Vex. They're the Taken. And so I just want to clear them out. So there's different factions in this game, and they will fight
I'm
each other.
sending that data back now, Asher. Should we keep punching, or...
No, my field equipment is ready. Go to the test site.
If this works, it will change everything.
So yeah, they will run into each other and they will fight each other, which is amusing sometimes and actually tactically useful sometimes. Yeah, so this scientist guy has a good sort of funny personality, which very few of the NPCs in this game have. One of the sad sort of problems with this game, in my opinion, is that unlike say Mass Effect, in a Mass Effect game, which I know is a kind of different game, like if I'm fighting the Krogans, I've run into like fairly well written, well developed Krogan characters. So when I fight them, I have a sense of like their culture and their sort of psychological attitude and things like that. The enemies in this game, for the most part, are just kind of faceless mooks. Um, they have different abilities and different, you know, there are differences about them, but they don't have much in the way of personality to distinguish them. Um, so like sometimes it's even hard for me to remember like the names of the enemies. It's just like, oh, here's the shadow guys, here's the giant guinea pig guys, here's the robot guys, etc. As opposed to,
I think we're coming up on your test site, Asher.
it feels
You simply
different.
need to activate the field equipment to begin, and be gentle with it. It's yours to replace if it breaks.
It feels different. In some other games where like the factions feel more, well, like human, I guess, or fleshed out. Protect the experiment. Oh God. All right, fine.
Okay, Asher, something's definitely happening. But we've got a lot of Taken coming in.
Yes, I expected they would be drawn by the anti-umbral pulses.
So the zone injures me. That sucks. There we go.
It's creating some kind of energy. Huh.
I'm seeing extreme variance in my data. The Taken must not be allowed to interfere with this experiment.
Extravagant light shows can't create guardians.
Huh. How strange. This is Vex technology for sure, but it looks so primitive. They must have mimicked the design from some time in the far past.
Yeah. Please switch me to a weapon with ammo, asshole. I'll have to look this up at some point when I have, like, more going on, but I don't understand how the weapon switching in this game works. Like, it will, like, resolutely switch you between two of your weapons and not to your third one, and I don't understand why. No, that's not what I meant to do. Running back here to try to pick up some ammo. Oh, hello. Didn't even notice you were there.
All clear at the test site. You guys have any results? This thing isn't gonna put the Traveler out of a job, right?
Unfortunately, my predictions appear to be flawed. Your light cannot pass to another. nor can the power created by this experiment.
What he means is no. We cannot create or take light. Only the Traveler can choose to gift us with it.
Let us know if we can help with anything else. I didn't think it would work either, but you can't help hoping for a miracle.
And that's that. Yeah, I sucked, but at least I didn't die a whole lot. One nice thing I should say that this game does do is if the game drops something and you don't notice it, it will automatically magically be picked up and delivered to your mailbox. There's a safe spot called the farm, and there's a mailbox there, and the game will just sort of automatically deliver anything that you missed to there. So this mission's over. I mean, I can wander around and fart around and do whatever, but yeah. But there's a place back in that cave I might investigate where that little circle is. This thing.
This is sending out some kind of resonant signal.
Yeah.
The same syllables over and over. Sa, va, thum.
Yeah, I've investigated that before. Anyway, so the point is, I can fart around, I can investigate this. Most of the areas on these maps don't actually reward exploration very much, which I think is a real bummer. You know, so occasionally if you investigate into, you know, a nook and cranny somewhere, you'll discover something cool, but for the most part, you don't really, which is a shame. I mean, these are pretty levels, but you know, there's just not much here to investigate most of the time. So I could take a sparrow, which is the scooter things, these guys. And I could manually go back to where I was, but there's really no point to do that. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to fast travel back. Here's where I currently am, and I'm just going to fast travel. These circles here are fast travel points. I just wish that the world had as much personality as it has technical beauty. It's a good-looking game. These environments are cool-looking, but there's just the story is bad, and there's very little character. So it just, most of the time, the world feels just sort of empty, and I hate the word like artificial, but it does feel artificial because it doesn't feel like the factions that inhabit it have any real life beyond standing around waiting for someone to shoot them. So that's you know, it is what it is. Whatever. Anyway, I will stop this.